Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poems from the Heart, curated by Radhaa. I'm your host today, Crystal Ortiz, and I have a very special interview with a co-author from Poems of the Heart as well. So not only is she a co-author, she's also my sister-in-law. So this is a very special interview for the both of us. Love you, sister. And so we're gonna delve into Sabrina Avalo's corner of the world and ask a few questions. And welcome, sister. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, sister. It is an honor, and I truly appreciate this opportunity. Thanks to you. And this is a dream come true for me.
All right, great. So what inspired you to participate in Poems of the Heart and share your poetry?
First and the biggest reason, passion. I've written my whole life. I'm an artist outside of, this beautiful, amazing opportunity. I sing and I write. That's one of my, top things that I do. So this is just another branch of writing for me, and lots of passion, lots of passion.
Okay, great. And what can you offer a glimpse of your creative process behind your contribution to this collaborative book?
Are we talking about the reasoning behind my writing, or are we talking about a piece of my writing?
Um, like a glimpse of your creative process. It could be um like what inspires your creativity, something like that. Like,
Okay, that's actually an amazing question. That is something that doesn't get asked often, but I would definitely have to say life experiences. Life experience. This is a very personal poem. It is a experience that I did go through in my life, a very dark, difficult time, and I was inspired to give my therapy through this poem to others out there that might have experienced the trauma that I experienced. And sometimes when you give others your your life experiences, it can feed them in something they may be going through similarly.
absolutely, absolutely. And that's a great cause. That's beautiful. Um, so how was your experience with Radhaa Publishing House and the author incubator program? Like, how do you think that this experience has affected or impacted your poetic journey?
I would say it has definitely inspired me and made me want to go harder. It really opened up my mind and my perspective in what do the people want? Is this something that will reach them? Would this be a form of therapy for me if I was the person reading this poem? Would it take me back? Would it make me cry? Would I not understand it? Would I relate to it? So those are things that I think about.
Okay, all right. And what ways do you feel that Poems from the Heart captures the essence of your unique poetic voice and perspective?
Well, first and foremost, just the opportunity to have my poem published is, again, a dream come true. Um, you never really know what impact it's going to have until someone reads it, until someone's taken away from it. So, you know, I I hope that it it really gives a positive impact on those that do have the opportunity to read it, and that it really does touch them.
Okay. Is there anything from your poem that you would like to share if it's available?
You mean maybe read a piece of it?
Yeah, like a little snippet if
Yeah,
you would like
absolutely.
to.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Let me just pull it up. Okay. So I will read one portion of it. I have it kind of split up like in a two paragraph way, but it is individual lines and whatnot. I never knew the pain could be long lasting. Shattered my heart to a million pieces, air grasping. I closed my eyes in disbelief. Could it be true, the words she speaks? Afraid to open my eyes, for with words I've lost life, self-meaning. Is that you, Lord, that deceives me? I gave my all to you. So why does this news make me blue, enraged, ready to catch a case? Lord, calm me down, give me strength. I hear it over and over, crying my eyes out. Am I sober? Is this a dream, a movie scene? Wake me up, wake me out of this, please. I feel the black clouds darkening my mind. I'm asking you, Lord, take one more angel, one whose heart can't find the strength to achieve letting go of what I don't want to believe. I have the bullet with me. I'm losing me. Yeah. And the second part kind of like fills that in and goes from that dark to that light.
Okay, okay. It's just a little for me because I know what it's about. So that's heavy. Um, what message or emotion do you hope that readers would take away from your poem?
Now I'm getting emotional. I just hope that it can really help someone that has gone through the same experience or similar. Doesn't have to be to the extreme that it's been, because there's different levels of it. But I really hope that it can get them through a day and let them know that they're not alone.
It will. It absolutely will. Um, don't cry. I don't want to cry.
Sorry. Oof.
Um, okay. How has participating in this project empowered you as a poet and contributed to your growth and development?
Well, it's definitely challenged me. You always want to give your best. It's helped me to really think and be in depth with the things that I write and to give true meaning to my words. Because again, it's not just my poem, but it's a reflection of me. It's a reflection of my traumas, of my desires, of my achievements. And it's a way of me giving therapy to the readers.
Okay, okay. So as we approach the release of Poems from the Heart, what are you most excited about, and how do you plan to promote the book within your network or community?
That's actually a really good question. I hope to reach the people, of course, through it. One thing about me is when I believe in something, I'm the best promoter of it. So I will definitely be not just representing, myself, but I will also be representing all the authors in the book as well as the book overall. I think that many people love to read, lots of people love poetry, and I have a big network myself, so I will definitely be reaching out to them and promoting this book to the highest.
Yay! Okay. Um, is there a significant moment in your life that really solidified your passion for poetry, writing, music, because they all kind of like intertwine with one another?
I I would say that words, let me rewind that. Communicating, music, books, shows, everything communicates a message to you. And I will continue to say this, and it's on my social media from my music page. Music is my therapy, and I want to give therapy to everyone else. The same way that music and even books and even poetry, because I love poetry. I love passion, and knowing that we have those tools out there to let us know we're not alone is something that's important to me and has inspired me and pushed me. And that's why this opportunity to have my poem published was a milestone for me. It was a bucket list check off for me, a dream come true again, because there's nothing like giving therapy through your words.
I agree. I love that. Um, okay, so are there any poets or writers that have influenced your style to poetry, your approach to it? Do you try to use that as like an influence to incorporate into your own writing?
I don't really have anyone specific in mind as far as writers go, or like a favorite or anything. I really feel like my favorite writer, not to sound conceited, but I feel like I am my biggest influence. I feel like I am my greatest fan. I feel like my experiences have benefited me in my writing and giving therapy to those who have heard it. And they truly inspire me to keep going because they let me know that my words are a great communication and inspiration to them. And it really did give them that therapeutic need that they were feeling for. So
Hey, girl, if we're not our own biggest fan, who is gonna be? What do you mean? That's not conceited. I love that. Who cares what anybody thinks about that? That's because they don't have their own, they're not their own biggest fan if somebody doesn't like that answer. I
yeah,
love it.
thank
And I'll
you.
be your cheerleader, okay?
Thank you.
Um, so what ways has poetry helped you navigate and make sense of complex emotions or life experiences?
I would say that it's definitely helped me perfect my writing skills. It also, I love reading different styles of poetry. There's simple poetry. There's poetry that you read it and you're like, what? Did you understand that? Then
Mhm.
you have the poetry that just, bam, it just hits you in the heart and it just reaches you. And it's like, this poem was made for me. And, you know, I definitely look at, all the different types of poetry, like spoken word. I've gone to live poetry, spoken word shows, and it's just amazing. It's just as amazing as reading it, because now you're not just sitting here reading it, you're actually feeling it. You're actually
Mhm.
hearing the passion and the feeling behind it, the emotion. And I think that poetry speaks differently and it can be interpreted in all kinds of ways. And that's the beauty of poetry. And that's what inspires me, just the diversity of poetry, that it can come in all different angles and ways and words. You just have to really feel it.
Okay. All right. Um, let's see. What has been the most rewarding aspect of participating in creating this book, Poems from the Heart?
Making me feel like no matter what you put your mind to, you can accomplish it. And no matter the downfalls that you go through in life, you can still pursue your dreams.
Absolutely, you can.
Sorry, I'm so
Absolutely.
emotional.
It's okay. I'm gonna come hug you when I leave the hospital from visiting my friends, okay? I'll be at Jackson Memorial right down the street, okay? Um, is there how do you plan to celebrate the release of this book and what does this milestone mean to you personally?
Growth, success. Um, I would definitely like to gift a couple of people the book myself, um, because I feel like it would be important to them. because their opinion matters to me, and I just want them to be proud.
They will be. They will be. And I'm sure they already are.
Those who
Uh,
know.
yeah. Um,
Oof,
let's
I
see
cried this whole
here.
interview practically.
Um, so how what legacy do you hope that Poems from the Heart will leave behind, both for you as a poet and the readers who engage in it?
It all goes back to what I've been saying. I want them to feel it. I want them to feel my emotion. I want them to understand that what they felt was what I felt, and they're not alone, and that no matter what the devil throws at you, God is always going to come and swipe it out and make things better. And you just have to know that we're not alone, and we're not the only ones that go through hardship in life. And through communication, we all can know that we're not alone, and that there is a way out, and there is a bigger picture and a better one. Better days are coming.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Well, sister, that's going to be ending our interview and our time here because we're about to run out. I don't want it to kick us out. I love you so much. And thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
a
so much
part
for
of
the
this
opportunity.
and
Thank
for being so enthusiastic about joining. And you are a published author, girl.
you. Thank you again. I appreciate you. I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate everyone that has been supportive of me and helped me get through the process, and I am just super blessed to have you in my life, and Raja and Sam as well, because they all helped me and whatnot. And I just wish the best to not just myself and to you, but to all the authors that are having their poems published. It's a beautiful thing to have the opportunity to give therapy to the public.
All right, great. So until the next time, thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
is
for
Poems
having
from the
me.
Heart interviews, and we'll see you next time on another interview. I'm Cristal Ortiz, Sabrina Avalo, and thank you for coming and listening to our interview.
Thank you, Cristal. I appreciate your time, sister.
I love you, sister. We love you, Radha, too. Thank
We love you,
you.
Radha. Thank you.